All right, in this lesson, I'm going to show you what I think of when it's time to play a bass solo and using the slap bass or the thumb technique. So I'm thinking of, what do I do if somebody's jamming on a G minor chord, if the guitar player and the piano player are playing G minor or G minor 7 and they're just playing that over and over again, and they go, take a solo, Lawrence. What do I do? What do I think of? Well, I like to think of the Dorian mode, which is a scale. What is the Dorian mode? Well, the Dorian mode is the second scale or the second degree scale from a major scale. So if you're familiar with the major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, starting on F, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, the second note of that scale, if you play the same exact scale, the same exact notes from that second note, that would be the Dorian mode. So it's like taking the major scale, starting it up a whole step and playing the same exact order. So that would be the sound I get, and I want to throw in the octave G. So G, A, B flat, C, D, F. All right. G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G. Excuse me for that. So the F major scale is F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. So instead of starting on F, I'm starting on G and playing the same exact pattern. G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. So I love that scale for soloing and improvising, because it falls under the fingers, it resolves nicely on minor chords. But what I like to do is I like to throw in some slap and pop. So first I'll practice the scale like that. Okay? Then what I'll try to do is I'll try to play it in, let's say, patterns. So I'll play 4-note patterns, giving every note in the scale a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can hear how that builds up nicely to a crescendo. And then descent. Now, I wouldn't try to play it so straightforward like that. I'd try to make it a little more rhythmically interesting and melodic. So I might play it like this. So I threw in the pops with the slaps. Then what I might do is try to play it in intervals, meaning instead of playing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I might want to play 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 8. Now I kept going because I'm having fun. Now, here's where it gets really fun. You can then take that Dorian scale on G and then also think about the F major scale, which are the same exact notes down a whole step. So the F major scale, there it is. I'm going to play the slap bass idea on that. Up an octave. And I throw in hammer-ons and pull-offs for effect. So to build my solo, when the guitar player and piano player are playing that chord, G minor 7 chord, so I stayed within the G Dorian mode, and I threw in some groupings, I threw in some intervals, and I threw in some hammer-ons and pull-offs to make it a little more musically interesting. Let's try this. Let's try adding some open hammer. So I open string, hammer on the note I want, pop the note I want, slap the note I want, and then pop the octave. Then do it on the F major scale. So you get the idea. I'm incorporating different techniques within the modes that I'm playing. So when it's time to take a bass solo and I don't know what to play, I go, well, I'm in the key of G minor. I'm going to see if the Dorian mode sounds good. play up the scale to make sure all the notes work. And then bring in some technique stuff like slaps and pops. Now, try not to start on the root note and try not to end on the root note, and try not to start on the downbeat and try not to end on the downbeat, because then you get something a little funkier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I ended on the F instead of the G. Have fun with this. It's a great way to approach improvising because you have a little area, a little package that you can grab ideas from. You can a little packet or a little toolbox, someplace you can go to find information with which you can solo. Think of these as your colors, your crayons, your pencils, and then that G minor chord's your canvas. Let me play you out a little bit more. So I'll go G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G. Keep going. A, B flat. What about some chords? Chords meaning just 2 notes at one time. This is stuff that Marcus Miller does. This is stuff that Alain Caron does. This is stuff that Henrik Linder does. This is stuff that all of the great improvising slap-based bass players use all the time. I haven't seen a lot of content about this online. I've seen guys talking about the technique of slap bass and, of course, the music theory piece of scales and arpeggios. This kind of combines those two things, and when I teach, that's what I like to do. I like to put the concept in a context. That way it becomes functional for you, the student, the player, so you can get out there with your friends, get out there with your bands and start jamming. All right, I'll see you on the next lesson.